Hi, my name is Miss Mayo and I teach English, and I just wanted to take a moment to show you one of my favorite EdTech tools called Actively Learn. I really like this. It's super simple to use both from a teacher and a student perspective, and there's multiple ways that you can use it. So first thing I really like is the simple way to sign in. No more forgetting usernames and passwords. You just sign in using Google Clever or Microsoft Office. And then choose your account. As you can see, I have a few. And then once it loads up, I will see my workspace here. So here is my workspace, and I have a lot of content that has been added by the people at Actively Learn. And then I also over here under my imports have my own content that I have added, and adding content is really super easy. And this might be the most useful feature for Actively Learn, is being able to put your own content in here. You can just find an article from the internet that's useful for you. You can import a Google Doc, upload a PDF, you can create a quiz, or you can import a video. Importing a video, I think, is going to be really helpful for distance learning. So let me show you what that looks like. So I've already imported some videos here, and when I click on this video, I can customize the questions I put in this video. So when I put questions into the video, I can put them anywhere I want. So I can either just watch it and then stop it where I want to put a question, or I can drag it to a spot and then make sure that, you know, it's right where I want to put a question. And then I just add a question. And I can add a poll. I find that it's useful to start a video with a poll. That way students are you know, they are engaged in a way that's you know, that's really non-threatening. You know, just you're asking their opinion, or you're asking them some sort of question, and as long as they answer it, they get points. And then I like to pepper in multiple choice questions throughout. This keeps students engaged. They are, you know, having to like answer questions so that you know, that they are comprehending the content. And they have to answer the question before they can move on. And students cannot fast forward. So you give them, you know, you've taken the time to either find a video or create one, such as using Screencastify, and you want to make sure that they are going to watch it. So if you put it in this format, they have to watch it in order to answer or at least they have to get to that point in the video in order to answer the questions. They can't fast forward. They have to answer the question in order to move on. And then you can check for knowledge and understanding as they go through the video. And then short answer questions. I personally like to have, it depends on the content, but my personal style is to have a few short answer questions throughout, and then have a few multiple choice questions throughout, and then have that short answer question at the end where they reflect a little bit more on what they've learned. And multiple choice questions are automatically graded. Short answer questions are graded by you, and it's super simple. There's just, you know, you just click on the level, either incomplete, not meeting requirements, proficient, or advanced. And there's different choices actually. You can customize how those grades show up. But and also giving them feedback on their answers is very easy. Once you have typed in feedback, it saves it to a comment bank. So if you find yourself typing the same thing over and over again, you no longer have to do that because it will be saved in that comment bank for you. You can connect all of your questions to standards, and I suggest that you do, because later that will be useful, because you'll be able to get the student data both on a class-wide level and also for individual students, and you can see by their standards how well they're meeting those standards. So once I have added my questions in there, it will put the questions where I have decided to put them, and then students will have to actually watch your video and answer the question. And that's a good way to make sure that they are accountable, that they're engaged, and that they are understanding. It works very similarly with a text. Let me just kind of bring up a text real quick here. So this is one of the texts that they added. I can also add my own text. And you'll see here that I have a poll question to start with. That's one that they added. But if I don't like it, I can edit it and change it, or I can just delete it and get rid of it. Also, you'll see here that there's assignment directions. I can change those up, and I can add more questions in the text. I can add questions to the end. I can put the questions wherever I want. Also, a really neat thing is I can add notes in there. So, for example, here, the word jubilation, I wanted to make sure that my students knew, well, actually they added it, but if I wanted to do the same thing, I can make sure that students know what that means by defining it. And then I can put notes, and I can put links. It's really super useful. And when the students go and answer and read this text, they have annotation tools such as highlighting, annotating. They can ask it to define a word. They can ask it to translate a word. It's really super useful and very intuitive from a student perspective. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time right now. I hope that that gives you just a taste of what you can do with Actively Learn. I highly suggest, if you are making those Screencastify videos, and boy, I love Screencastify too, that you consider putting them into Actively Learn. That way you can easily make sure that they're actually watching them and that they are understanding what they're watching. I am happy to answer any questions that you might have. I'm happy to work with you to learn this system. And I really hope that you enjoy using Actively Learn as much as I do. I think it can be really useful as we go into distance learning. Have a great day, and feel free to contact me. Again, it's Amy Mayo, and I am in room 2. Well, I am, when I'm there, in room 208, but you can always email me. Have a great day.